guys, so today I'm doing this really pretty springy purple look. So very more dramatic if you're going out, which I know we're not going out anywhere, but if you like to pretend you are and just have a glass of wine on your back porch, go ahead and just do this look or practice these looks for when we're out of quarantine. I just love how this turned out. I love the eyeshadow, and I just go into detail about every step of the way. So if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. So I've already prepped my skin to make sure it's ready to take makeup and it's moisturized. Put my chapstick on, my lip cream, and then my moisturizer so it looks glowy. And this is really important to prevent your makeup from getting really cakey and gross looking. Okay, so first I'm going to use my primer. I got this in my Ipsy bag, and it's the Pixie Skin Treats Pure Hydration Gel, and it is amazing. It seriously hydrates your skin and makes your makeup stay on all day. Then I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I only use this if I want a really heavy, pretty makeup look and you just don't want your pores to show that much. Maybe if you're going to be taking pictures or something, and I've just put it right in like my T-zone area where I know that I have enlarged pores and more oiliness. Now that that's applied, and just only use a little dot of that stuff, because if you use too much primer, especially a silicone based primer, it'll really like roll up and peel on your skin, and if that ever happens to you, it is not the primer's fault. It's usually the user error, just so you know. Okay. So then I'm going to use my favorite foundation, the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. And this is the shade 22H Light Honey. And I seriously love this stuff. You have to shake it at first because it's water-based. And I just love water-based foundations because they don't tend to look cakey. And they just really, your face really absorbs it really well, and it's really hydrating. So this one has a little dropper thing. So what you do is you squish the top part to get the product, and then what I do is just put little drops all over my face. And usually takes about 2 pumps for your first base. And be careful because those like start dripping everywhere. I'm gonna just blend that in with my sponge. And you never want to apply too much to your under eyes because you're going to go over that with concealer, and you don't want it to look cakey there since that's a really sensitive thin layer of skin. So now my skin looks a lot smoother, and then if you want a thicker layer, you can always put more. I just personally don't like a very thick layer of foundation. I'd like my skin to look more natural. And so now we're going to use concealer, and I like to mix the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer with my Smashbox concealer, because this one's a little light, and this one is a very full coverage concealer, and this is more light to medium. So I like to mix them for the shade. This one's a little darker, and also for the coverage. So I'm gonna put this in the corner, like the areas where I need it more, and then I'm gonna put this one more in like the outer, and then also I'm gonna bring it down kind of like a V shape, and then a little here to highlight these points. This is how you contour. You want it to be lighter where the sun's gonna hit. And then a little on my chin. And that should be good. Now I'm gonna blend that out with the same beauty blender. And I use the tip part for this. The top part for this, because that's how you get really closer to the eye. Make sure that's all blended out really well. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to use my Cover FX Illuminating Powder. It's translucent, and it looks like this. And you just open the lid, and that's where like the product is. And this works really well. My skin gets really cakey with a lot of powders, so I really like this one, and it's also a clean product, and so is the Amazonian Tarte foundation. I try to use only clean products on my face because I do have really sensitive skin. Okay, so I didn't even show this. I use this Daily Clean Refresh spray to clean my brushes from Sephora, and I just spray it on a towel or a washcloth like this. Spray it a few times, And then you're gonna take your brush, any brush, and just kind of like wipe it to clean it. So I'm just gonna dab my brush in this powder just a little bit and shake off the excess. I'm just gonna dab it, especially where I put that concealer, so it doesn't crease and it lasts all day. And this is actually the mini size because I'm cheap and I'm not gonna pay full size because this is gonna last me a long time. And I also didn't know if I'd like it, so definitely get the mini size that they offer at Sephora if you're trying a product for the first time, and it'll save you a lot of money. And this also just mattifies your pores and just makes your skin look airbrushed. Now that that's done, I'm going to do the same thing with my contour brush. Just spray it on the towel, wipe it, and then I'm gonna go into my bronzer. Today I'm gonna use the Balm bronzer. It's just like a really pretty bronzy brown, and it says anti-orange because you don't want like an orange bronzer because that's just not natural. You want more of a brown shade that's gonna look like you actually got a natural tan from the sun. Okay, so you take it where your cheekbones is, and you can smile if you think that makes it easier. And I love this brush. This is, I think it's e.l.f. I got it at a drugstore, and it's perfect so you can just like swoop that on, and it's gonna look crazy at first. And then some people will like start from close to the hairline and up, and you just kind of take a swoop like this and put more in here, but it's okay. It's all good. And then you're gonna brush it up. Never brush it down because that's gonna pull your face down. You want your cheeks to look plumped up, so you brush up. And just do it lightly. Just kind of blend it in. In order to contour, you want to do like a 3 on your face. You want to get that under the jawline to give you a more angular look, and then you want like the top of your head where the sun would naturally tan you. And if you have a big forehead, this is a great tip. Just kind of make your forehead look shorter, and you definitely want to get in that hairline. You don't want it to look weird, have a really pale scalp, and then all of a sudden brown. The trick to seamless makeup is a blend. You really want to make sure you blend the jawline stuff down. You don't have just like a line in your jaw. And now I'm going to use more bronzer because I love bronzer. Just gonna find this one and I'll just hit the lamp in my head. It's all good. I'm good. Okay, so I'm gonna use this fluffy brush that I used in my first video. I'm gonna do the same thing, clean that off. And then I'm gonna use this one that I used in my first video, the butter bronzer. And this one is just to kind of give you an overall glow and blend in that contour you just did. And this smells like the beach. I freaking love it. This is the deep bronzer shade. This is also drugstore, so I really like that about it. It's drugstore, but it's supposed to have really good ingredients, and it is talc free, which I make sure all of my products are talc free because they've done a lot of studies that said it can cause cancer. It's just really not good for your skin. So if you can find, especially like drugstore products that don't have it, that is definitely amazing, and you should do that. I bring it down to my neck. I just love bronzer, especially in the spring or summer, just to really like brighten up your face, and just love it. Like a bathe in this. It just smells so good. Okay, next we are going to do the eyes, the purple eye look. I'm actually gonna use both this Morphe palette. I use this Illusion palette by BH Cosmetics I got for Christmas. If you can see, it's like really dirty. And I'm gonna use this like light purple shade and maybe some other ones, we'll see. First, especially if you're doing a colorful look, you always want to start with a base color to just highlight your crease, and you want it to be a color that's close to your skin color, so it just looks natural. And then when you put the other bright colors, it's just going to blend in and just be more seamless, and you would just put a bright purple on your eye. This is just my favorite like crease blending brush by Farrah. I got it in my Ipsy bag, and I'm just going to start off using that same bronzer to put in my crease, just to kind of give it that natural crease look. And just make sure you put more on the outsides and kind of angle your eye shape. Now I'm going to use the purple Use another kind of fluffy brush, but a little smaller. I'm gonna use this one from the BH Cosmetics. You want to start with lighter and then go darker, and have your dark colors on the outer side. I'll show you. Always start with the color on the outsides and blend inwards. Just kind of blend it in with that crease color. I'm gonna take this even smaller brush, and I'm gonna go in with a little darker purple. I'm gonna use this one from the Morphe palette. And we're gonna outline the outsides. Leave this spot in the middle kind of blank, because we're gonna put a lighter color in there to make your eyes pop. It's kind of fun. Pop. Okay. It's kind of fun to say. I don't know why I just like singing instead of talking. It's way more fun. You want to blend it out, but you want the lighter purple to stay up there and the darker purple to stay in your corners. You don't want it too blended. You want to make sure they're both even too on both eyes. Now I'm going to take an even more angled brush. I'm going to use this really dark one in my BH Cosmetics. It almost looks black, but it's a really deep purple. Put that right in my corners. Just really make that eye look more dramatic. I don't know what's going on in my house right now. It looks pretty dramatic. Now we're going to use a lighter color to put in the middle. So I'm going to mix this color from the Morphe palette and this color together to make this like purpley, shiny, metallic look in the middle, and really make those colors on the outside pop, and just gonna make your eyes look like BAM! I'm just using my fingers. I always used to use my fingers for the middles because you really want it to really be packed on. You don't even want to really blend it much at all. Okay, actually, let me get my mirror again. Mirror probs. I love palettes when they have the mirror on it because it just saves time and saves my life. So now I'm gonna do is take this blending brush again, and I'm just gonna blend the top part so it just kind of all comes together. I'm gonna take that light purple color that I used earlier. What are you? This one. Ah! Oh my gosh, my life is falling apart. Okay. Just gonna take that to lighten it up a little. And you always want to hold it at the end of the brush. You don't want it to go in that heavy. So just kind of blend it in better. Okay, so now what we're going to do, this is my favorite part. I don't know why, I just feel like if you do the same thing in the bottom eyes, then you have to. You can't just do this bright colors on your top eyes and have bare on the bottom of your eyes. It looks weird, like right now. You can't leave it like this. It's insane. Okay, so now basically what you're gonna do is take the same exact colors and just put them on the underneath of your eye. And I love these kind of brushes because it's really thin and really precise. And that way you don't just have it all the way down here. I'm just gonna put that light color all over the bottom of my eyelashes and connect it to the top of my eye shadow. See how that already looks better? Got to do this. I'm going to take the second color I used, the darker purple from the Morphe palette, and I'm going to do the same thing, but you want to start in the outsides because you always want the outside of your eyes to be darker, so it just kind of elongates your eyes. In the front, you're going to look like a gothic person, and that's not really style anymore. No, I used to be all about it in high school. Jet black hair. It was straight and had like those really choppy layers, and it looked horrible. And I was obsessed with it. I thought I looked so cute. No. Going singing again. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take that dark purple again. And I'm gonna just do just the outsides. And then we're gonna take those colors that we put in the middle parts and we're gonna put it in the middle of the bottom too. And I just kind of wipe it off with my fingers. Shake off the excess. Just gonna put it right in the middle. Use this Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is my favorite liner ever. It's insane. Like, I sucked at eyeliner before I started using this, and this is just like, see how thin it is? I mean, it's amazing. It literally does the work for you. So what I'm going to do is just go so close to my eyelashes just to darken this up. And it doesn't have to be perfect because once you put your mascara on, it's going to cover it anyways. I'm going to do my eyebrows real quick. I haven't been doing them that great lately just because I don't have eyeliner pencil anymore, so I've been just using regular eyeliner for your eyes. And it's a little dark, you'll see. Gel to keep them in place all day, all night, if you want it. Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. This is like a full glam look. So now we're gonna do eyelashes, and I got that Lash Sensational stuff in the mail. It actually came really fast from Amazon, and let me just say, this stuff is amazing. Seriously is like crack for your eyelashes. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you feel me, you should get this. So it is a really wet formula, so what I like to do is just kind of brush off a lot of the extra stuff for my first layer, because if you don't do this, then it could get a little clumpy, and it's just a really wet formula, but I do love it. I just love like the angle of it. So I'm gonna curl my lashes like 500 times because that's what I need to get these things curled. So hold your horses. So that's my first layer. Oh, that's not okay. And you can fix that. Okay. So I'm gonna let that dry before I do another layer. And while I do that, I'm gonna show you what highlighter I use. It was requested. So my favorite highlighter is this thing I got in the Ipsy bag. It's by Ofra, and it's called Star Island. It has mica and zinc in this, and this is also talc free. And it is just like the prettiest gold, pearly, shimmery. I mean, it's so pretty. Like, oh, I could just, doesn't really smell like anything, but it's just so pretty. Like, I'm obsessed. So I have this little brush I got from, I think, CVS or Walgreens. It's the perfect highlighter brush because it's like a fan. It just kind of blends it out. You can put it where you want it. Put too much of that. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, okay. Wow, that stuff's strong. So when you do spray this stuff, just make sure like you kind of look the other way, because if not, like, you might suffocate. So I'm just gonna blend a little bit of that. That's my favorite part. Highlight. Just glow, baby. Okay, so put it right above your cheeks. I mean, some people put it even like on their cheeks, but I don't like that because I have big pores there. I don't really want to emphasize that. And then you just put it like a little above your eyebrow too, and right the sides of your forehead, just kind of where the light hits you. Just I've just had like too much coffee today or something, I don't really know, and I'm just like feeling this look just to hang out of my house. Like, it just looks natural and like, just, I think it's beautiful. I think it's like the prettiest highlighter I've ever used, and I just put a lot on it on, because you could never have too much, in my opinion. You can really see it on this side better. And then I put a little on my nose. I really like the tip of my nose. That shimmery a little above my lip. And Cupid's bow. You can see it. Yep. And then I'm going to use this little brush to put it under my eyes and in my little corner of my eyes. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yep. Just gonna highlight, especially if you do a really colorful look like this. The more eye makeup, the more mascara. Got it? Good. And I curl my lashes again because I don't know if you can tell, but they're already like, bleh, they just don't stay curled. I've really been debating on getting an eyelash lift, so comment if you think I should and I will film it once this whole quarantine thing is over, and just let you know what I think about it and if it is worth it. Also been thinking of getting my brows microbladed. I know someone who does an amazing job, and I know she would just make me look amazing with my eyebrows, so comment if you think I should do that too, and I will definitely do a video on that as well. The thing I really like about this mascara is that it really doesn't get clumpy, no matter how much you put on. It's really good at separating your lashes and making them super long. And no. So I always prep my lips with chapstick this whole time, so they're really moisturized by the time I do my lips. And I'm going to use this, oh shit. I'm going to use this Buxom lip plumper thingy. Don't know what color it is. Oh, this is the Dolly Danger thing. I like this because it's a really like just simple nude color. And I'm just gonna, I try to overline my lips a little, just so I can look a little bigger. I only do it a little bit because if you do too much, it'll just look really weird. Blend that in. And then I'm going to use this Trestique matte lip crayon, and this is Nantucket Nude. I got this in my Ipsy bag too, and I'm obsessed. It is seriously like the best peachy nude. Especially whenever you do a really pretty bright eye look, you always want to make your lips like a nude, plain color. Because you want the focus to be on your eyes. And then I'm going to take my Buxom Plumping Lip Gloss. And this is White Russian. Okay. And I love this color. And you're just going to put that right in the front. And it is plumping, so it has that little burning feel. But I just love it. I feel like it really pumps my lips up. And it's really shiny and all that good stuff. And I almost forgot to put a blush. I'm going to use this Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Quirky. Take this brush, just dab it on, and just lightly smile and highlight my cheekbones. Blush really helps with brightening your face, and if you want to look like you have a natural sun glow, just put a little over your nose. I'm also going to contour my nose a little bit real quick. I literally just take a little thin brush, dab it, and you just want to go right on the sides and bring it all the way up. And then I do a little dash right here. And then I like to make my nose look a little shorter. Just put it like this on the tip. And then I'll use my sponge and just kind of like dab it out and make it melt to my skin. Melt. Kind of gives it like a little thinner look. I will go and like fix that mascara stuff on my eyelids, but it's really easy. Just take a dry Q-tip and just wet it a little with your mouth or the sink. I use my mouth, and then just kind of dab that off a little. Let me know if you really liked this video, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye guys.